Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. I've got my 4-point standard coffee with my 2 tablespoons of Dunkin Donuts creamer in it, so let's get this party started, shall we? Hello again. So I made my traditional Sunday stop at Dunkin Donuts for my turkey sausage and egg white, or veggie patty egg white. I don't know, I think they call it a veggie egg white, whatever. That for 5 points. So I've had my coffee and I'm gonna have my wrap, so the total is 9 points for this morning. I failed to bring my apple, but I have to run an errand after church, and I'm thinking I might stop at Subway for lunch, so we'll see. Good morning, everybody. So I just finished my walk that I take every Sunday. I was listening to the nuthatches peep and the warblers sing as I was walking, and came upon a Wiesla. They're beautiful dogs, but this one I came across wasn't sure of me, and I wasn't sure of it since she was growling at me. Her tail was up, but so was the ridge on her back, so I wasn't quite certain. But as I walked by her, now I know you're not supposed to, turn your eyes away from a threat, but I didn't want her to think I was staring her down. Next thing you know, she's crossed the 4-foot of path and she's sniffing my butt. I made no move toward her. I just kept right on walking. But very uncomfortable moment, I have to say. I got down to the beach where I normally like to walk a little further, and there was a bunch of people this morning, so I don't know. I think my walks, I'm gonna have to find a different path. There is another path here, and I think next week, if I'm on time, I won't be here next week. Well, the next time I'm down here, if I'm on time for church, I will, I'm going to have to see if I can figure out where that path goes and how long it takes me to walk it. Because I tried to take an alternate path today, and it turned out to be a dead end because somebody built a kind of a fence with the fallen logs. But the pair of nuthatch and the warblers were beautiful. And then, poof, there's the dog. But now that I've had my uncomfortable moment for today, I'm off to church. Okay guys, it's after church, and I stopped at Subway, which is not too far from the church, because I have to wait for a store to open. They don't open till 11, man. I want to go home, but they've got something of mine. But anyway, I got the 6-inch Italian BMT with no cheese and only 1 tablespoon of the light mayonnaise, and I made her spread it pretty thin, and 1 tablespoon of black olives. Those were the only additions. I also got a bag of the Lay's baked oven chips, or oven baked chips, for 4 points. So the BMT was 13, the chips were 4, makes 17. I have 12 left for the day, and I hope that the 6-inch sub does it, because I'm starving. I'm gonna end up snacking on my chips on the way home, because I have an hour to get home and I just can't eat a grinder while I drive. So I will see you when I eat next, but oh man, I'm starving, Marvin. Okay guys, it's 6 o'clock and it's dinner time. 6 ounces of 90% lean ground beef, a tablespoon of shredded Italian blend cheese, 2 teaspoons of sweet pickle relish, teaspoon of mayonnaise, teaspoon of ketchup. I'll give you the screenshot. Hi everybody, welcome to the end of my night. So I already showed you my dinner, told you about my lunch, told you about my breakfast. I did fail to mention my snack. Now, one of my errands was the nursery, a plant nursery from a couple miles from the church I purposely don't go to. Now, why would I not go to a plant nursery? Because they have a market attached with a really good bakery. I haven't been there. I was successful in not going there at all this last year. And then this year, yeah, I needed to go because they're the only ones that carry a certain variety of tomato starts that I need. And I say need because I wanted heirloom variety. And they're the only ones around here that carry them. I had started my own, but my husband planted the garden when I told him it was a little too cold. Yeah, killed all my starts. 11 plants. Done. Dead. That was just tomato plants. Didn't count the pepper plants that went toodaloo bye-bye. Lesson learned. Listen to the farmer's daughter. Anyway, today I had to go buy some of the heirloom plants that I really like. They give me a good yield, and they really are just such a delicious tomato. But anyway, I went there and I got tomatoes, but I told you I was hungry. I ate my chips on the way there, and it was going to be another hour before I could eat my sandwich. I ate a raspberry-filled sugar cookie. Was it good? Oh, heck yeah. It was really good. Haven't had one in absolute years. That was really good. Should I have eaten it? Nope. Did I like it and enjoy every bite? No, you're darn tootin' I did. But I went to log it in, and I didn't know really how to log it. Now it's a little bigger than some of the ones you buy in the store. So the ones I saw were all as 3, and I think one of them was at 4 points. So I counted this one as 5. So I scarfed that little sucker with some water. At least I had water with it. Anyway, so that will be in another screenshot with all my everything else too. So I came home from church. We planted the starts that I had picked up, planted some seeds that I had picked up, proceeded to attempt a motorcycle ride, ended up coming home after half a mile because there's a problem with my bike and I'm not comfortable with the noise it was making to drive it the planned 1.5 to 2 hour trip that we were going to take. So I came home and we nixed the ride. I need to call a garage. I'm real bummed. That means at least a couple weeks without my bike. Oh well. Something else that I thought of, I was thinking about, I should say, on my walk this morning was I have been arguing with myself over whether or not to like counting the steps my Fitbit, the points that my steps from my Fitbit earn me with Weight Watchers. Now, you know, on one hand, to me it's cheating, it's every day, blah blah blah. I've already gone through that in another video, but I guess today I've decided that I'm okay with it. And the reason for that, I've kind of settled it in my mind, and the reason for that being that I have found myself obsessively checking my steps and syncing my Fitbit to see how many points I get, and taking more steps than I normally would on purpose, just to get them to add up. So I guess in that regard, it's kind of a motivation, if you will. So, I mean, I took 2 walks on 2 different days. Normally I probably would only have taken 1. And when the weather's nice, I got to thinking about it. I can easily take 2 walks a day and not disrupt my schedule at all. And the reason being that each loop around our park is a half mile. That half mile maybe takes 15 minutes. And I say maybe because if no one stops to talk to me, then I can get it done in about 12 or 13. But, you know, I have neighbors here, and unfortunately, packing my dogs draws their attention, so they like to see the dogs. A lot of them, most of them here don't have pets. They can't take care of them because they're older and they're having, you know, they have either issues taking care of themselves or what have you, so I stop and I talk with them a little while. So I can, you know, hurry it along in ways, but you know, so for the most part, I'll stop and chat with them for just a second and go on. So that does elongate my walks, but I can easily get 2 walks a day in on the days I work. 1 after work, because I get home fairly early in the afternoon, and 1 in the early to mid-evening, because I can. And neither of those would disrupt my schedule. Let's face it, I'd probably be sitting at the computer, right? But anyway. So in my head, I've settled it that it is not cheating. And today when I was looking earlier this afternoon, I was seeing what I was at for my total points. I had actually exceeded my goal for the week already, and I still have 3 days left to my week. So that'll be good. Alright, enough rambling for the night. I'm going to shut this ugly mug off, and I will see you guys tomorrow.